Hey everybody, hey everybody, hey everybody. I don't know how Mississippi Survivor here. How y'all doing today? Excuse me, I'm trying to get this lightning right. That'll work. That'll work. For some reason, this one hit like I'm in a 1973 portrait. Oh, y'all got that 1973, 75 portrait with your mama got an afro and it's curly and the picture red. I never figured out what made that picture red. But all the pictures were red. 1973 Jerry curl. Ah, what? We ain't gonna go with them today. Let's switch this thing up. Yeah, that's better right there. I look human. I need to cut my hair though. Yeah, it's time to cut this. I look hotness. Anyway, welcome to Mississippi Survivor. How y'all doing in this thing today? I'm doing well. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm living. I'm loving it. I'm good. And I hope you are too. I'm glad to see you guys today. I got so much stuff to freaking say. I'm about to break it up into different segments to even say it. Oh, Jesus. But gotta do what I gotta do. First of all, tonight I'll be getting back with you guys because I have a new a new generator that I wanted to show you guys. And came with a little extra perk with it. So I've been working on that, and I also have some more coming as we speak. But again, it takes time for me to get this stuff because I'm buying it myself. I don't have a sponsor for that just yet, or anybody that's getting this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some people got people getting stuff for them, which ain't no problem with that at all because they saving you money by sending it. So I'm cool with that. And then it gives you a chance to also review the product. Review the product, see what something you like, see what something is worth is the product worth it for one, and is the price point good, and would you recommend it according to the specs and the features that's on the unit. So that's something we're gonna get into tonight, definitely. But I'm gonna jump off that, and I'm gonna jump on this. This is what I was going to talk about. This is really for my anybody can chime in. It's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm just saying, I'm really trying to talk to the women with kids or without either one. The reason why I say anybody can chime in because really what I am focused on, subject is what I'm focusing on is, uh, are you prepared? And we're gonna talk about that now, and I'm gonna break that down a little bit more when I say, are you prepared? Uh, Most people think about like earthquake, tornado, which we do have stuff like that. But I mean, it's everyday things. That's what I'm talking about. Are you ready for that? I mean, let me throw some examples out so I can help you out. Like if you're out, if you're out and you're going, I'll be gone about 2 hour. You never know what's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. If you got children, believe me, when I get through talking to you, if you just do what I'm telling you to do, it'll make life a lot easier for you. Trust me. If you're going out, make sure you have packed for if you got kids. If you don't want them to stress your nerves to the point you want to jump out your own car window, pack some snacks. Get you a Ziploc bag, pack you some snacks, some stuff that doesn't need, I guess, I wouldn't say need heating up of anything of that nature, unless Unless you one of these women that think like I think. Everything like I think, you might have a hot plate in the vehicle. Yes, I do have a hot plate in the vehicle. And inverter in the vehicle to run different stuff. If I want to stop and cook something because I'm out with them and I ain't got time to try to go home, I don't want to spend a bunch of money at the stores. You know what I'm saying. You don't want to spend a bunch of money, waste a bunch of money doing that because that adds up. Trust me, it adds up. If you ain't got coupons when you go and they even got a way to get you with that. I went to the store and I had coupons, but when you go to add cheese and pickle and tomato, that's a couple more dollars. You might well just throw the coupon out the window. So saying this, say this: if you're leaving, make sure you pack some food and snacks for the kids. Of course, you better keep that up front because they've been went through that mud and ate it all up, and now you got a sugar rush on your hand. Make sure you keep a cooler in your car. It don't have to be a huge cooler, or a cooler just big enough to put some ice and some water. Have some water on hand to drink for the kids. Or hey, look, I'm gonna be realistic. I go to Walmart, I buy the big box of barrel juices, throw all them jokers in there, put some ice on them. That's plenty for them to drink. Yeah, that to drink. Put some water in there. Yeah, that definitely to drink. Cause I'll drink the barrel juice too. I am not above the children. I will drink it too. So that's a good thing that you can do. You can do that for them as well. Have some snacks for them, and please get some entertainment. If you don't get no entertainment, they're gonna worry you to death. Hold up. I have to move that fan would dry my eyes out. But get them some entertainment, a phone, tablet, somewhere to fill that joke up with games before you even leave the house. Like you come home that night and you ain't doing nothing else. After you get through polishing your toes and combing your hair and putting that garbage bag on your head. I don't know what y'all call it. I call it a garbage bag. Just saying. I don't wear it, so I don't know what it is, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The big elastic garbage bag you cover your head with that they wear out to Walmart and wear everywhere. I thought the thing was for home, but they wear that junk everywhere. But okay, just saying. Uh, get now if you want to be a little bit more advanced, I can help you. If you want to be a little bit more advanced, you can get you a 12-volt cooler and keep that in your car. And that way you can keep things that you want to be cold. You can do that. And again, you can do the cooler. The only difference with the cooler, the reason you're gonna understand why I'm going this route. Just a second. The reason why I say get the cooler because I'm talking to women versus men. Men, we don't really care. If you got it in the cooler and it's got ice on it, man, we'll pull it straight out. We'll drink it. Not women. If they pull the cooler out, pull the ice out, oh, my hand cold. They'll pull it out, grab a soda. They gotta have a towel. They want to dry the water that's dripping off of it, and they do all that. Wipe the top off. Not us. We just gonna grab that joker, pop it, and go to drinking. See, that's what we different with women. We different. So that's why I said if you want the cooler, you don't have to worry about the water running all off the can and the drinks or whatever. You don't have to worry about that. Then if you pack some food and snacks and some other stuff that you want to like cook on a hot plate, like hot dogs and bologna, it won't take that long to cook because it ain't good to really eat all that stuff cold. It's better if you heat it up. You know what I mean? And then you actually cooking some of the salt out. I mean, you get your pot, bring it with you, and some extra water. Now you go to Walmart and get you $1 gallon of water. Take that with you. Put some in the pot. Boil you some hot dog. Boil some of that salt. There's a lot of salt and everything. You can boil some of that salt out of there. So I ain't gonna say you eat it cold. If you eating it cold, you just eating every piece of salt that's in there. If you cook it some type of way, boil it, just or freaking fry it, whatever. You getting some of the salt out out of it. Mostly, I think for me, boiling it would be the best route to get that out of there. Another thing, change of clothes. It's always good to have a change of clothes for the kids. You need to have a change of clothes. The kids tend to mess up clothes in a minute, or they can have an accident. They can TT on themselves, or whatever you want to call it. That's the nicest word I can figure out for it. But that's another reason you can have change of clothes for the kids. And for yourself too. You don't never know what you might mess up. You might be trying to hand the kids something, waste a whole slush off up in your chest. You know, telling. You don't know. Now for me, I know. I mean, I had to have me an extra shirt because for some reason I'm just prone to dropping stuff on my shirt. I was wondering I have a hole in my mouth or something. I was always dropping something on my shirt. So I tell you, I keeps me an extra shirt. Another thing you keep in there, because it's hot. It's hot outside. It's gonna sound dumb, but it's hot outside. But you're gonna be running the air conditioner in the car. And the kids are not big as we are. The kids are gonna get cold. I know. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You asked me for a blanket at 100 and some degree weather. But it ain't 100 degrees in the car. It's freezing back there in the back. So yeah, you gotta take some blankets. You go right up here to Wally World and get you some blankets for cheap. The things cost about up here. I think they cost about $3 or $4, and they some big ones. You get two of those right there, and just keep them in there. Keep them in your vehicle for them. Keep them in there. Then that, you know what I mean. They can stay. Some they can be cozy, relaxed, and ate and what. You know what I mean. They got some entertainment at the same time. Now bathroom, you just gonna have to stop for that. But when you do stop, I advise you to make everybody go to the bathroom. All of them. You ever stop and the kids say they ain't gotta go to the bathroom and you go in the store and be in there 10 minutes, you do everything you need to do, use the restroom, get gas, get something to drink, get comfortable, get back on the road, then you leave and you be gone for 10 minutes and they say they gotta go to the bathroom. Don't you want to be throw you be want to throw them out the window? I'm like, you did I don't know, I was right back here at the store. What the toilet was, and you didn't say nothing. Now you talking about you gotta go to the bathroom? Oh, you about to get thrown out the window, Jack. Or you just say those famous say those famous words most women say. Hold it. You better hold it. If you mess me in my car, I'm gonna throw you out the window. Beat you with a pair of monkey wrench pies. Just saying. Some other things that you might want to look at that I think that I'm talking about the kids because they're gonna look. Some women gonna look at the kids first, and they're gonna be that's the first thing they're gonna have in their mind. And some is like, just get your butt in the car, let's go because I gotta go. I ain't got time to wait. You know what I mean? So these are things you should prep for the day before, and make sure you have this stuff in the car at all times. I'd rather pack what they need than let them rub the color off my body. I'm just saying. So I would take that time to go ahead and pack what they need, and that way it'll be less stressful. The trip will be more bearable and enjoyable. Even if it ain't a trip, I mean, you can just be going to, you can be DoorDash and then they with you. You know what I'm saying? They ride with you all day long. Them kids gonna want something to eat. I'm just saying. If you don't feed them, you know what's gonna happen. Every store you go to, ooh, McDonald's, ooh, Wendy's, ooh, Burger King, ooh, I want to have meal. So your best out is to just do that ahead of time. Now, next time I'm talking about for the women. Next thing I need to say for you is if you don't know how to do it, still buy it anyway. A tire kit. Buy your tire kit. Leave your tire kit in the car. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Tell you what I'm talking about. It's a you can get them actually from Wally World. You buy the complete tire kit with the patches. I mean plugs, no patches, plugs. It's about $5 or $6. You buy that and just put that in the trunk. Even though you don't know how to use it, if you was to have a flat, you can at least say, "Hey, can you help me with this flat? I got a whole plug kit already in my car to plug my tire. So even if you don't plug it, you made it easier for yourself by letting the other person know that you have that and they can plug it for you. 'Cause I know women ain't gonna want to get down on the ground trying to plug no tire. And I'm not saying that's something you should do, and I'm not saying that's something that you shouldn't do. But if you in a real jam and you got a bunch of kids in the car, you don't want to be stopping a bunch of weirdos telling them to plug your tire because they might have something else in mind. That way, and then again, so I'm just telling you, it might be safe for you to just learn how to do it yourself. And if you trust whoever you stopping enough to plug your tire, then do that. But I'll be looking at being on the offense, on the defense all the time, just in case the person try to do something stupid. So I mean, you looking out for that. They don't let them plug your tire and you be somewhere playing a video game on your phone, don't know what's going on, and they put a homing device on the bottom of the gas tank so they can follow you home. I'm just saying, this whole session is just that's about for keep you doing to keep for you to be safe and think ahead of time to avoid and save you a whole lot of headache. Now, so again, get a tire kit. If you can get you, I mean, for me, I don't know if you're gonna do that. I mean, if I was talking to the man, I'd tell the man, hey, buy your air tank and keep it in the car, or one that airs up itself. If you plug it in, or get your inverter and put an inverter in the car, and there it is. And you can go ahead and blow your tires up. That way, you don't have to go anywhere. You can get all of it done in one spot. Because if they plug your tire, you still gonna need the air back up. Just saying. So you can keep you a tank in the car with enough pressure to get that thing aired up high enough to get somewhere else to fill the tank back up and completely airtight. That'd be good. Or like I got an air compressor that actually works in the car on the inverter that I already have in the car. So all I gotta do is just hit the inverter button and turn it on, and then the tank will come on, fill itself up, cut off. I air my tire up, and I'm done. The reason why I'm saying that because I just definitely I had a whole I had a flat on my tires. It was running out a leak. I had a leak. It's been running out for the last 2 weeks, and I swear it's getting on my last nerves. Every time I come out the house, I got airtight. So I decided this morning to get down on the ground and go ahead and plug up the hole. Come to find out, I had three holes, not one hole, three holes. And for all you people that trying to be funny, I said hole. That's an HOLE. Three holes. Not what you trying to say. But somebody gonna be funny. I already know. I can see the LMAOs over there, the KMA. I already know it. Y'all do it every time. Y'all took a beat, boy. I swear. I mean, just took them too. I understand. It's all good. Um, Another thing for you women to keep, you need to keep a flashlight in your vehicle at all times. You don't never know you might drop something up between the seat, you can't find it. You might need it for other purposes to get out, look up under the hood. If you don't know how to check your oil, you need to learn how to check the oil on your vehicle. Most of them are, let me see, engine, gonna be the oil sticks more likely gonna be on the top, transmission gonna be on the side. But it depends on what vehicle you got. You need to learn how to check your oil. Of course, you check your oil with the car off and check the transmission fluid, the transmission off. Some folks will not have a transmission stick, just like they did my car. They made it a dealership item where you have to go to the dealership. But I found out that you can buy a dipstick, put it in, add it yourself, and you don't have to worry about that. But again, it won't hurt to learn how to check your oil and see, because you can have an oil leak over time and they get you at the wrong time when you get ready to go somewhere that's a far distance off. Then you're gonna be mad, and then you could lock your engine up too. And you know you need it because you're gonna be trying to press on the gas, and that thing gonna be you're gonna be revving up. The engine gonna be revving up high like an old sad cow. So definitely, that won't hurt to learn. There's nothing to it. Just paper towel, wipe the stick off, make sure the engine's been off for a little while, and then stick the dipstick all the way in. Pull your dipstick out, lick on the end. It's gonna tell you if it's full or not. If you need to add, it's gonna let you know you need to add. And believe it or not, there's some women somewhere in this chat or in this somewhere. Somebody gonna read this. That's gonna watch this video. Somebody didn't know that. So I felt like I was just may have been saying it for nothing. I'm like, oh, all the women know that. Not necessarily. Someone may not know that. So if you didn't know that, I'm telling you now, so you'll know. Another thing you can have is dark. You have to stop having the reflector that you can put out behind your tires or your car. So if somebody passing by, they can see you because you got babies and a baby in a. I've seen too many times women get out to change their baby in the back seat with the back door open because the baby did number 17. And if the car that's coming can't see you, they can knock your rear end off while you're trying to change the baby rear end. So it's good to have that reflector, something to reflect back, and they can see that reflector and they know they need to get over. You know what I mean? That's another safety hazard for you guys. If you anything like me, do not eat before you get on the road. If you're anything like me, you do not eat before you get on the road because you're going to get sleepy. Sleepy is worse than being drunk. I'm just trying to tell you. I've seen some drunk that's better than sleepy. When you sleepy, your body is shutting down. You drunk, you impaired. And I'm not telling you to get drunk on the road. So that's Mississippi Survive did not say that. Do not drink and drive. I'm just telling you that it's just as worse. Because when I drink, or not drink, but when I get sleepy, my body starts to shut down. And you start seeing double. Because your vision has been blurry because you just getting shut down. So some people it might not bother. Some people probably can eat, just go and do what they got to do. Drive 6 hours. I can't do that. I got to have me a glass of ice. I drive anywhere you want to go with a glass of ice. Something to drink, a slushy or something with some ice in it. We can ride out, Jack. I know that this part is just common sense, but I'm going to say it anyway. Make sure you got your driver's license and your insurance card in the car. So in the predicament that you just might get stopped or a traffic stop, you got that stuff in your car. Keep it. You could keep it up here. I keep mine over the sun visor. The reason why I do that is because I don't want to take a chance on doing too many movements. Now, think about it. If you're a police officer and you pull somebody over, and you get ready to ask them for their license registration, all that, they got to dig all around up under the seat in the console. Nah. I feel a little uncomfortable myself, so that's not a good idea. Unless you say, hey, I tell them that, look, I say my registration is in the glove box. Can I reach in the glove box and get my registration? So then they shine the light over there so they can see when you open it up. Which I just don't even want to do that. There's too much to go wrong with that. There's too much. Or instance, I've seen this happen before, and I can't say the one was wrong. This is what happened. Uh, she was coming down a dark road, and I mean dark, nothing, no lights, zero. So apparently, the officer was gonna pulling her over. I don't know why. Maybe she was speeding. I don't know. But she ain't stopped. She kept going. She called in the dispatch. They kept telling her to pull over. She wouldn't pull over. She called in the dispatch to let them know that there's an officer behind her, but she's not pulling over until she get to some light, some daylight with some more people there that can see her. And I can't say I blame her for that. Especially if she got kids in the car. 'Cause people doing too much. People doing too much. It's people impersonating police officers. There's too much going on. So I can't say I blame her for that whatsoever. That's what I call being safe for your kids. So whatever he said when he finally got her over and he was mad, who cares? If he was mad, too bad. She was doing what she thought was the safest thing to do, and plus she called herself in to let them know what was going on, and let them know that hey, he's following me. Hey, let him know because I'm not pulling over until I get to some light and where some more people are. And why would you pull somebody over in the dark on a wooded road in the dark anyway? You must have had your attention wasn't too great in the first place. I would think. Why would you do that anyway? And why would you be parked? Why would you be parked back there to even try to pull somebody over? I wouldn't have stopped neither, and I ain't no one. I'd have killed right on ride. I'm just being honest. I kept rolling. Man. I ain't say speed. Just go whatever the speed limit is. Keep going the speed limit. Just don't pull over. Pull over when you get to a safe spot with some people at. Now I can pull over now. You say whatever you want to say. Nah, it's just one of them things. It's just stuff you gotta be ready for, man. And I mean, come on, man. They can't really blame somebody for doing that. I mean, it's way too much happening. Too much happening. Too many people doing crooked stuff. It's just too much. I mean, that's just if you're a woman and you got children. That's common sense and being safe. That's all that is. Now, there's some other things that I think that you guys should have in the car, but that's gonna be up to you. Yep. I would call that the toolery. But that's gonna be up to you, and you gotta check, make sure you meet your local guidelines and laws or wherever you are. You gotta make sure you meet those things as well. So that's gonna be kind of like up to you how you want to do that. But I mean, you just gotta stay safe. I'm actually just as aggravated with the fact that I was just reading and just reading and just looking at there's so many women just getting killed. So just it's stupid. No apparent reason. Then the person that do it, they don't even know why. Like really? So women, y'all gotta stay safe. Y'all got kids. You gotta do what you gotta do to stay safe and be prepared when you're out. There's several and a lot of things that can happen when you're out that you just need to be prepared for at all times. You never know when that time is going to arrive. Just make sure you're prepared to the best of your ability. I was out, 3 days ago, and my truck just quit. I know why, nothing. It just had a big thunderbolt in the dashboard. Then I come to find out that was the battery. But you know what's funny? It seems like stuff like bad times hit you in the most ridiculous times. Like I was out all day in the daytime. The bear never did a thing. Then here come nighttime. Now I want to act stupid. I guess, and I can't say it's the headlights because all most of these vehicles now you got day running lights on them, so they burn anyway. But it waited until then, decided it was gonna act stupid. So I said, okay, cool. I politely, and then the gracious part for me was it happened in Walmart parking lot. I politely parked and politely walked right on that Walmart, got me another bear, and politely walked right on out and put it in there. Kept going. Always, ladies, try to keep you some type of tools in your vehicles, or you can have someone else that knows how to work on vehicles that can work on them. If you feel like you can tackle a few things on a vehicle yourself to get you going, then by all means, do it. Get you a cheap. You can go to Harbor Freight, get you a cheap tool set for a little bit of nothing. Keep that in your car for different stuff like taking the barrel cables off, putting them on, stuff like that. Patches and tools to change that stuff out. Just it's simple stuff that can get you back going. Simple stuff. Flashlights, matches. Never know what you're gonna need that for. Road flares. You stuck over there, get you some road flare, pop that joker, throw it out. Make sure folks see you so they don't run over you and tap your car and hurt you at the same time in the progress. Make sure you're prepped up and good to go for your kids. All this stuff I'm telling you, it happened to me, and I've learned it from experience. I've been in. I'm from Mississippi. I've been in several ice storms where the power was out for weeks and weeks at a time. Ice Storm '95, Mississippi. It was ridiculous. You know, this was before I started learning anything about portable generators and solar. I was at home with my parents. I didn't know anything about none of that stuff. If I did, it would have been a different story. But I didn't. My parents were using kerosene heater, and that thing stank. Whew. Kerosene heater. It was so cold. I slept in an insulated suit that you zip up, that you wear outside. I slept in the suit. It was that cold. When I walked, we couldn't go nowhere because you had to pretty much walk because all the ice. So I walked. Everywhere I walked, I'm walking down the street, and the ice on the trees were so heavy, it was snapping tree limbs. You can hear them while you walking down the street. Tree limbs just snapping into and falling. Pop, 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 pop. The ice snapped telephone poles. Now, when you had some serious ice, it snapped. You know how thick a telephone pole is? The ice snapped a telephone pole in two. Well, the water was froze up. You had no water. We had to pour water in the bathtub. When they were gone, you had to figure out how to get that refilled or buy some water. You got to walk to get that. We put ice in the tub on top of food because the food gonna go bad. Well, not necessarily because it was cold. It was cold, so I mean that preserved the food. You could put it outside, but you had to get it out of that refrigerator though, because that refrigerator gonna get hot at some point. Get it out of there because it was closed up and put it in the tub. Well, I know we had. I went to a bunch of friends out there putting their food in the tub, putting ice on, buying ice, pouring ice on top of it. And the ice lasted for a long time because it was already cold. They were using candles to stay warm. And we know how to survive through this thing. And then they come hollering at us about a recession. Man, we've been in a recession all our lives. We're recession proof. We've been doing this. This ain't nothing new. We've been doing this forever. We know how to survive. If we just did, I believe, if some rich folks had to do what we did, they won't make it because they don't know how to do that. But I can go be rich. Won't hurt me not one bit. But you don't know how to be broke. You don't know how to be poor and broke. I bet you. You gotta make it happen. So again, and then ladies, make sure your car is up to par. If you got a husband or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, make sure he check out your oil, check the change and the spark plug wires and all that stuff. It's chain up to date, oil change. Make sure that stuff is good to go. Good tires on the car. Because again, I mean, that's just, I guess I would say that what a good man would do anyway. Because if if your woman is out, you don't want her to get stranded anywhere. You know, it's gonna be double whammy for you. Because now you gotta stop doing what you're doing or take off work and try to go get her back home or go get her where she needs to go. If you just go ahead and try to take care of it ahead of time, then you probably can avoid it. But a lot of times you still can't avoid it because I mean sometimes things just happen, and that's what I'm saying. Prepare for the unexpected. Prepare for if you're at home and your power cut off. You know the kids ain't. It's too many ways for your kids to eat. It's too many. I just won't even allow that to be on the excuse page for me. But I mean, I go outside and hook that hot plate up right in the car, cook their food, come round back in the house. You got a barbecue grill, you can fire the barbecue grill up and cook the kids something to eat. You get you some big tea light counters, like about 10 of them jokers at one time, put them inside a turkey pan, put a baking sheet on top of it, put your pan on there, and get the cooking right in the house. There's plenty of ways to do that. All you gotta worry about, make sure you get the kids stay warm. Now, I'm gonna introduce you to something called the Buddy Heater. I like the big Buddy Heater. It's run off little propane cans. They screw in on the side, and they're indoor safe. But I still have a little bit of ventilation just in case. I don't trust none 100%. But it's called a big Buddy Heater. They call about 150. Then they got the regular Buddy Heater, which is about $79. Now that's something that you can use in a bunch in a jam, and that'll keep you and your kids warm. The big Buddy Heater, I know for a fact, will keep y'all warm. Get all them kids, y'all get in one room, get y'all blankets and pillows. Everybody sleep in the same room. Turn your big Buddy Heater on. Put it preferably on a shelf or something of that nature. The reason why I said that because all y'all in one room, somebody might kick something over. It's got a tip over, safety tip over feature, but still, I just don't want that to even happen. So just to be precautionary, just put it up on a shelf or something like that. And again, I'm gonna say it again. It's indoor safe, but I still would have some type of ventilation coming in, regardless of how indoor safe they say it is. And I have some type of carbon dioxide detector. And if you get too much carbon starting to build up, it automatically let you know. Now they did some carbon tests on this thing on several occasions, and it was showing up zero. But again, better safe than sorry. That's the whole reason I'm telling you this stuff here that I'm telling you now. But you can use the big Buddy Heater if y'all got a fireplace. You can use the fireplace. Everybody sleeping in the den, one way or the other. You got somewhere to cook. You got somewhere to stay warm. And for the people that don't know, now I'm gonna tell you something. For these women that like when that's out, they're like, man, I wish so and so was on my show coming on tonight. I can't watch it. Now this is where you get you a generator. What I mean is a portable power station generator is what you get. They got plugs on the inverter. You don't know what I'm talking about? Look that up. But you will tonight because I got to come back tonight anyway and show you guys what a portable power station is. The one that I'm doing, or the one that I'm going to do. Do a little review on this portable power station. Um, Also, you know what? I'm gonna do a live. I don't even do live. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna turn out all right. My internet ain't that great. I'll just try it anyway. If it works out, awesome. If it don't, I just have to come back, just make a regular video for you guys, and just shoot that out there to you. But I'll try to do the live anyway. And I figure I'll just go ahead and let you know ahead of time before the live, then you can kind of be looking out for the live. Let's see what time it is. It is 6:37, 36. I'm gonna be wrapping this up here in a minute, so I probably can I'm gonna set back up and get ready to go until no. I'm gonna have to wait about 30 minutes because that'll give people a chance to see this video and they'll know that I'm doing a live. So I'm gonna say 6:36. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get about half hour, 40 minutes. Let some people see it, and then they'll know that I'm doing a live to go ahead. But anyway, if I do a live anyway, it's gonna notify people anyway. But I would rather for them to be prepared. Like, okay, you having a live, they already know what's up. Anyway, you guys will get women to get a portable power station. And some of these power stations are strong enough to actually use a hot plate on, but I still wouldn't recommend using no heating element or anything like that. I would say if you're gonna, if anything, now I've done electrics hot plate, single hot plate. I've used that on there before, but that's only I use it long enough to cook, then I turn it on. Or I have two propane stoves. Those small stoves, the same canister that the big butter heater use. You can take those propane stoves and put those and use those. I use them inside. I ain't gonna tell you use it inside, but I do. I'll use them inside. I don't have a problem. As long as it ain't leaking, you know if it's leaking, it's gonna smell something that smell wrong. That's how propane it stinks. Propane stinks when it don't smell. If it's leaking, you're gonna know it's gonna have a stinky scent in there, like some bad garbage or something. But that's something that I do. I'm not telling you to do that, but I take my propane stove. It's a double eye burner. It's got a shield go all the way around it. I pop that open, get my pots and pans, cook whatever I'm gonna cook, be done with it. I also have an air fryer. I don't know, that thing take up so much power. Nah, we're gonna scratch that. I think you should go with propane or use a single eye burner, which doesn't take up that much power. It's gonna give you an automatically drop when from the initial draw, and then once you get it to a certain level, go ahead and get your cooking done as fast as you can, and shut that boy off and let it go from there. That's if you ain't got no power. Now, if I ain't have any power at all, I have to say I wouldn't do that. Period. I wouldn't even put it on there unless like I had a house unit, which I do have a house unit, and I plug it up to that because that's like about 3,000 to 4,000 watts. I can easily plug it up there, cook something with the a bag of battery storage I have. It doesn't matter. But again, y'all don't have that, so I'm talking to you in the context that something you don't have that you can get that's inexpensive to get, and if you have bad credit, see, I don't know why people never speak to the people that like this is unreal or this is fake. This is real. I'm a real person. People have bad credit. If you got bad credit and you still want a power station and folks won't loan you 25 cents, if you put the loan in for 25 cents and they won't let you get it for 25 cents, I'm gonna tell you how you still can get this portable power station. Because I got it. And my credit ain't that great. So let me go ahead and just spit this information to you. Let me help you out. There is a program app called Afterpay. Now, if you got the money to get whatever you need to get, just go ahead and get it. That's fine. And if you don't, Leave the people alone that don't have the money to get it, and let me help them get it. Show them how to get it. If you have a bank account, and of course, you ain't got to tie nothing to your bank account, but I tie it to my bank account because I want the money. I want it to come straight out of payments as it go. It's just called Afterpay. You apply for it. They'll start your credit limit at about $600. I know because I got it. They'll start your credit limit at 600. You shop at places like Belks, Macy's, uh, Nike's, a bunch of the places on there that you can shop on. Once you get into the store, you can have it where you can have it shipped to you, or you can go in the store, but you have to pay with a virtual card, which would be on your Google Pay. That card will be on Google Pay. And that will be your Afterpay. That'll be on Google Pay, just like Apple Pay. And you're gonna tap your phone and you can pay for it if you go in the store and get it in the store. And they also have targets. You can pay for it in the store. With that, if it's something you find online that's like, okay, say they got Walmart. Just saying they don't. No, I'm just saying. So they got Walmart, and if they have Walmart on there, it's two options. If you find something on the online portion, you can't go to the store to get it. No, they have to ship it to you. But if you find it in store, you can go in store and pay for it. And how that would work is that Afterpay, they would pay for your they'll pay your they'll pay, like, say Belts, and say you got a radio for $300. They'll pay for that in full up front, and you'll pay back, and so much a month is what you'll be paying back. That's 5 payments back. They'll break your payment down into 5 payments, and you'll pay them back in 5 installments. So that's how that works. Now, then Walmart has one. Is one for Walmart as well, but you gotta have somewhat of a good credit to even get it, and it's called a firm. I don't understand. I thought it was the purpose of to help the people that don't have good credit by getting them on that, so that they can get things like that, like people get on a credit card from Walmart. But it's stupid for you to bring this program in, and people that doesn't have good credit, they still can't use it because it's just like you got to have good credit to use that too. That's just like having a regular credit card. And that was the crazy. You might well just apply for a credit card and get turned down because they will turn your butt down just like a regular credit card. So no, that's another one that you would use, and it works all based off your paycheck, and it's called Per Pay. And Per Pay will start you off with a balance of $1,000. I know because I got it. But what I will tell you guys about both of these things is don't get carried away. Spend, get what you need, leave the rest on that. Don't try to max it out. Just get what you need. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Pay on time. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I had it set up where they pull it straight out of my account. Something happened where they didn't pull it out of my account. And when they didn't pull it out of my account, that means I didn't pay. So they ended up having me a day late, paying a day late. I caught it and I paid a day late. And I'm gonna tell you, they will cut your deposit, your amount of spending, your spending that was 600. Man, they will cut that money all the way down to $50. I'm telling you, I know from experience. And then you got to work your way back up. That's what I have to do because going through all the red tape and trying to find them and tell this person this and that. Hell, I mean, by the time you do all that, you might as well just leave it alone because it ain't gonna change nothing. No, leave it alone and go from there. Another way, if you want to get something where you can pay in installments, you ain't got to pay everything up front. You can go with HSN. You can go with QVC. I think QVC owns HSN now, I believe. So don't think you should jump from one to the other because I think they QVC own them both. I'm gonna do a little bit more research so I'll be a straight on that. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on that and find out. But I do think that they own HSN because they got FlexPay too. But that's another way to get something. You don't have to have your credit. You just need a bank account. They'll pull that amount of money out every month, once a month. Now, Afterpay does not do it. They do it according to them. It says they take out every, I don't know, 14 some days, something like that. But they ain't know every 30 days they take out money. I think it's according to how you get paid every 2 weeks, every week. That's how they take it out. I think they take mine. I was taking mine out every 2 weeks. So that's the way if you need to get it. People like, well, I don't want to do that. Some people act like they so embarrassed and so freaking keep up with the Joneses that they look. I don't give a flip. I get mine how I get it. If I want it, I put the money together, save it, put it up, and get it. One way or the other. If I need to use QVC and pay them monthly, which will save me from having a chunk coming all out at one time, instead of spending $300-400 at one time, I can spend 110, 110, 110 until I'm done. I'll do that. That means you ain't hurting yourself, backing yourself up. Well, these prepaid places. Shut up. Everybody ain't got no good credit. Just 'cause your credit good, don't come talking crazy to the folks' credit that ain't good. You got good credit, wonderful. Keep it. Keep having good credit. That's awesome. Ain't nobody mad at you, but don't try to down talk nobody else that don't. And people do that all the time. They get on my nerve. I be wanting to push them out the bus one day. It's ridiculous. Now that's something else for you women that need that don't know nothing about that. There you go. You can get on them right there. Get somebody there. There are some other ones called Sizzle. You can use that. And another one called Karma. Sizzle and Karma. You can use either one of those two. But the ones that approved me was PerPay and Afterpay and Zilch. I think the Zip is on this phone, so I can't tell you what it is. Let's see. Let's see if it's on this phone. Uh, no, it ain't on this phone. But that's the name of it. Zip. Yeah, that's a number you can use, and I think they gave me $1,000, but I ain't never used not 1/4. But sometimes it's good if you got something that let it sit there for emergency purposes and you need it, then you can go jump out there and go get it. But the name of it is Zip. All right, now those a few. I hope those few right there. I hope those help you. If you can't, you know what I mean. That means a small amount will be coming out your bank account for a couple weeks, and then you'll be the owner of that right there. You're like, oh, that's cool. I got it. I paid it off. I'm good. Now let's try for something bigger. That'll run something bigger. I ain't trying to be funny, but like hair dryers. I mean, on low. Cause you put that hair dryer on high, that mud is gonna shut it down. It might run on low for a little bit. Curling iron, flat iron, all that stuff heating up, it just don't last that long. So those are some of the things you guys need to know. And I mean, if you don't know how to make a fire, it's pretty easy to do. I'm talking about alternative ways. Everybody knows you get a lighter, some paper and light and make a fire. I'm just saying some alternative ways. There's so many other different type of ways. Magnifying glasses, Zippos, Vaseline, and cotton. You see that? You ain't know nothing about that one. Get you some Vaseline and cotton, you get you some lard, all that. That mud will burn for a minute. You hear me? It'll burn. You'll be surprised. So those are some of the things um, uh, that I wanted to let you know for the women. If it could, the men, if it'll help you as well, awesome. I'm glad I can help you out. But I was trying to speak to the women and see what I could do to help them. You know what I mean? Be more prepared on a daily basis. On a daily basis. If you're prepared on a daily basis and something does happen, you're already set and ready to go. And ain't nothing wrong with having spare tires in your car. Have one spare tire. All you gotta do is change the spare tire. Make sure the spare tire is on the rim and not just a spare tire. Spare tire, no rim is not gonna help you at all. So make sure you got it on the rim. That way you can drop it on the car. Make sure you got a jack in the car. Most cars come with jacks, but for some reason people take them all out. It's not going to be the best jack on the planet, but it'll get your car jacked up enough to change the tire and put you a new tire on it and keep you going. Make sure you got kids. Keep your car on half full or higher. Because I had to find out the hard way. I went to New Orleans and I found out that when you get to the bridge, there is no more gas station for some time. If you run out of gas on the bridge, you just out of gas. Now you got to go to the end of the end of the bridge on feet, and turn around and go back the other way. After you get the gas, go all the way back the other way, and then come back up. Not me, because I'm going to walk down the wrong way. No, I'm not going to do all that. And that's where a bicycle will come in handy. Have your bike strapped to your vehicle with some bicycle racks, and if something happens, you can jump on that bike, go get it, and come on back. If you got kids, again, you always, when you got children, you got to think, man, you got to be a real thinker. You got to be thinking all the way outside that box if you got some children. If you got two kids in the car and you and you're a woman, I guarantee you, I'll make sure that bike had double basket stored on back sides where I can put a child on each side and strap them down and drive, and they still be with me riding to go do whatever I got to do. Hopefully, you can find somebody that's honest enough and not stupid that can get you back with your kids and your bike and stuff that get you back safe and help you get off to get from wherever you at. But make sure you got a jack in your car, flashlight in your car, roll flares, reflectors. Make sure you got that stuff in the car. Make sure you got some booster cables in the car. You ain't even got to know how to boost it off. Let somebody else do it. As long as you got it. Let me tell you, if you're going to help somebody else, women, and you're going to boost somebody else's car off, and you got a four cylinder, and they got a V8, don't you jump them folks off. You're going to mess your car up. If you got a V8 and they got a V8, then yeah, you're going to jump them off. And I turn off the air conditioning and all the unnecessary stuff. Radio, turn that stuff off before you try to get folks to jump. Headlights, I turn off. They got theirs on, that's good enough. Then probably help charge the engine up fast. So make sure you got a jack, make sure you got some boost cables. Another thing, you can get buy the boost cable, you can get the jumper and jump yourself off. You don't even need nobody to jump off. You can jump off yourself. You can buy the booster pack. They got one that's handheld now that you can take and jump yourself off. Just make sure it's charged. They're gonna do you a bit of good, not charged. Make sure you got extra. Make sure you got extra battery. This thing about the size of this right here. Matter of fact, it's in my room. It's the size of this right here. We know this is a phone cover, but you take it and you charge your phone. The battery packs. And that thing is 20,000 milliamp, and it's about this size. And that joke, I'm talking about, when I say it'll charge that phone so many times, it don't make no sense, it will. And that'll help you. Like, you out somewhere, you're gone, you're on your bike, where you going to plug up at? You ain't got nowhere to plug up. know what I mean? You got your purse with you, put that in there, plug that up, plug your phone up, and keep on riding. They got bike holders, they got phone holders that go on bikes now that you can use. They got a lot of stuff going on. So that's something you ladies definitely need to think about while you're out. And I encourage any of you that got any ideas why that will help while you're out and help you be more prepared on a daily basis, so you won't be caught up in so many different types of situations. Please leave that in the comment section, please, because I would love to hear it. You know what I mean? Chime in. I would love to hear what ideas you guys got. Don't come in here talking about those. I'm a, I'm a, I'm a call the spaceship at the spaceship bag up with the speakers on. What I mean, don't some folks say some crazy stuff. We're gonna try to refrain from that if we can. But and if, I really want to hear some of the comments that help women wise. For some reason, when you talk with women, when you talk to women, they all get on that jump and chime in. They gonna say. I remember one time I asked some. I had a segment when I was talking to the women, and man, it was so many women had chimed in. They they had a whole session in the comment section, and they were talking to each other in the comments. I said, okay, you know what I mean? I mean, as long as it filled its purpose, it's good. I mean, the men do it too, you know what I mean? But for some reason, women just tend to gather a little bit quicker and a more variety than men do. I mean, it is what it is. But not to take anything away from my men, nothing, not to take anything from them. Just man, like the man, they thinking like I'm thinking. They just want these women to be safe, man, and if being more prepared on a daily basis is going to help them avoid a lot of drama and trouble. That is good. You know what I mean? Be rolling one down, talking on in and everybody. You don't know who it is. Just got stuff. Just do. There's a lot of common sense stuff. Just don't do. Just don't do. There's more things that I think you guys should have, but I can't think of all of them right now. But you know what I mean. This is just one video. I got some more coming, so it's all good. And we'll just go from there. But I do want you ladies to chime in and help each other out. Help each other out with some things they can have. You know what I mean? Knives is always good as well. But I'm not gonna tell nobody to get close combat with nobody. When you come to a woman and there's a man, I mean, this really ain't no match of strength wise or toleration is what I call it. But again, be safe with that, because make sure everything is in the guidelines and bylaws the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And think before you act. If there's any other way that you can get out that situation safe, but I'm doing that, by all means, do that. Man, you ain't got no other choice. You got to, or you ain't gonna survive. You gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at you. But I thank you guys for tuning in with me. I really, really appreciate you. I hope this helps some of the women for us trying to be a little bit more prepared, especially with kids, because they got a shortage on milk. I went to Walmart the other day, and I mean, they got about 2, 3 cans of milk on the shelf, and it ain't the kind that nobody uses. Little Rabbit is not something I heard nobody using, whatever that is. So, a lot of people been ordering this stuff in and getting it, but it's still a lot of big mess going on right now that need to be cleared up. But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. No, we got this. I'm gonna have that live coming up, and I'm gonna introduce this other this generator in, and the extra little pieces came with it or whatever, and we'll go from there. I do have something else. I wanted to kind of show you while I'm working on my garden as well. I'm working on I got a porch garden. Everybody got something different, you know what I mean? But that's just me. I just had me a little porch garden when I started, you know what I mean, with some buckets and not barrels, but containers, and it's going well so far. You know, what I mean, I got some stuff that's still empty because I'm getting ready to add more. Add some more stuff. I got about 4 or 5 more buckets I'm going to get ready to add to the equation and put some more things in it. One of them it seemingly empty, but it's not because I'm actually going to grow some potatoes. So I'm waiting on a potato to come up. Once that potato come up, they're gonna be good. And I know it'll fill that whole thing up with potatoes. I'm a potato baby. I love potatoes. So that's something else I'll be showing you guys as well. But I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for this live. Though. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Mississippi Survivor again. If you want to support this channel, um, I have my Cash App in the subscriptions, and you can email if you need to email me at Mississippi Survivor at gmail.com, or you can reach me on my PayPal as well. Remember this video, I would love it if you guys would like and subscribe. This will get this video out to more people so more people can see it, and more people see it. Some people that really need it, I really would like for them to see it. So please like and please subscribe. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one, Mississippi Survivor. And I'm out of this thing. Yeah, I sing every now and then. Holla.